I'm going to be showing you how to make a slipcase to hold your books. This is one that's holding about 6 or 7 what I call Sync Art type books. Anyway, we're going to put this aside, and we're going to make one today to hold artist trading cards, ATCs. I'm in an exchange on the internet, and this is a set that I got a couple of months ago, and I want to make a little slipcase for them to fit into. Many people have asked me how to make this slipcase, and I haven't been able to come up with directions on paper, so I thought I would just show you how to make it. First, you measure what you're going to be putting into the slipcase, and ATCs, artist trading cards, are 2.5 by 3.5. I want to make it slightly taller because some of these are in plastic sleeves, so I need to make it a little taller. I'm going to make it 3 3/4 so that they'll go in there nicely. And the spine, or the thickness that I need, is 1 inch. So I have made a little template of about the size that I need, and I'm not sure you can see that, but maybe. Overall size, you need to allow for the spine, which is 1 inch. You need to allow for the front and the back, which are 2.5 each, and then a fold in, which I'm going to make 2 1/4. The height, of course, is 3 3/4, and the fold in for the height will be 2 1/4. It needs to be something less than the 2.5. So I'm making it 2 1/4. So the overall size is 8 1/4 by 9 1/2. So we'll put that aside. I use one of these 2-inch gridded rulers in the quilting department, and I use my mat to measure. I'm going to line this up on one of the straight lines on the bottom, and it's 2 1/4, so I'm going to come up to, let's make it stay there, 2 1/4 inches, and using the grid, 2 1/4 inches, and a scoring tool, I guess it's an embossing tool, going to score along that 2 1/4 line, and I'm going to fold my paper in that 2 1/4 line. And this just happens to be double-sided paper, so. And bone fold it. Then put the fold on a line again and go up the 3 3/4 inches. So 1, 2, 3 3/4. So I'm using my grid and the lines on the cutting mat to find that measurement. There it is. Score it and fold down. Again, using the bone folder. Now, I need to find the center. These rulers, the center heavy line is a centering line, so it's easier to see on this side. So I'll find the center of 9 1/2, so that should be 4 3/4, and it is. So on either side of the center, I want a 1/2 inch, because my total width of the spine, or the thickness of what I'm putting in here, is 1 inch. Same thing down on the bottom. Mark 1/2 inch on each side of center, and then score that. And I'm not using my mat, I'm just using my little pencil marks at this point, and scoring it. And then I will fold on those lines. Be careful when you fold that your edges line up. And bone fold it. Now, open it out again. And putting it back on the grid so that it's lined up. Actually, now I want to line up these score lines that are making for the thickness or the spine. So I'm lining that fold line up right there, and the width is 2.5. So 2.5, I want to score again. Again, I'm using my see-through ruler and my mat. So now I'm going, and this one's exactly on 1 inch. So we will come over on 2.5, score, and fold those lines. That's going to be the turn-in for the little slip case. Alright, those are scored. Stop. Sorry, that was a delivery of paper samples. So, now we need to fold the diagonal. All of these, by the way, at this point are valley folds. Everything that I've done so far has been a valley fold. Now I need to make the only mountain folds, and there'll be 4 of them, to make the diagonals. This fold, let me show you one that's finished, is this top crease right here. That's what this fold becomes. And this is the other side. And this fold is what this fold and this fold have to meet. The only way to tell you that. And so I stick my fingernail down there and I bring this over and line it up right down there, and I hope you can see that. I'll score that. And then that makes a diagonal fold. And when you open this whole thing up, that's the only mountain fold. All of the others are valleys. So I turn it over and do the other side. And I put my fingernail right down there in the corner, right down there in that corner, so that I can push this part over to meet exactly on this bottom piece. Okay. And these are forward. Alright. One more time, 2 more times here. Stick my fingernail in there, bring the, and you can see what it's looking like. It's kind of starting to look like a box. And this side. Alright, so that's what it looks like now. It has all the folds in it needs. So I push these in, those 2 mountain folds that I made, which actually I guess now you could call them valley folds. Laying it down, and the fold end goes in, and it's been nice and creased, so it goes in nicely. And the other side, kind of have to push them down, and it goes in. And there it is. That has made the slip case. And I can take the rubber band off of here now and slip all of my ATCs right inside of there. And there you have a nice little slip case to hold your ATC cards. And maybe I'll put a little title on there, maybe with the date, the month that these were done. And there it is.